passages. The economics of this is that just one, that the map amendment is in agreement with the compliance with the adopted comprehensive plan. Well, the adopted comprehensive plan is pretty daggone wide open. I mean, because I think it's purposely vague so that it can be changed in the future. So if it's not in agreement with the adopted comprehensive plan, which is what the commission voted 5-2, said it was not, is that then you have to go with one of the following factors. The existing zoning classification is wrong. It's not wrong. The only one that's ever changed to multi-high density is the one that was done in 2019 on what is now Wyman Gardens. It used to be Kington Gardens till we found out about it and got the name changed. But that dumps out onto Knoll. So that's plenty of room on Knoll Avenue. Plenty of room to get in and out of. That has not been a problem, okay? I was wrong on that one, okay? But this one's just all wrong for it. The existing zoning, and if you look at everything around it, all the map, it's all yellow, which is medium density residential, okay? And the existing zoning classification is wrong and the proposed zoning classification is correct. The commission voted 5-2 that it's not wrong, okay? So then the developer comes and makes you all come down here for a hearing, to go through this process so that he can build what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, and makes however much money he wants out of it, okay? So all I'm saying is that really consider what we're doing here. Because just like they said, he's got it lined out for 5 acres or here. Next time he's already got it done for another 5 acres for other more. Then you've got even more people coming out on that same little thing, and you've exacerbated your problem even more. So that's all I want to do. I wanted to thank you for your time, for listening to me. And if you have any questions, I will attempt to answer them.
Thank you, Mr. Kington. Any questions from the council?
Did I understand you to say that it's your understanding the Planning Commission found the zoning reclassification request was not in compliance with the plan?
That's what the motion was. It was made by Greg Hefton, that was the chairman, and so that's why the zoning change request was denied. Because
it was not in agreement with the comprehensive plan?
I'm assuming that's what the reasoning was, sir.
Council members, you have in your package that Mandy gave to each of you the entire record before Planning Commission. And if you look on page 4 of the minutes, it says Commissioner Heflin made a motion to deny this zoning map amendment based on the fact that the property is already in agreement with the comprehensive plan's future land use map. So I think the minutes of the meeting will reflect what action was taken before planning and zoning. I'm sure Mr. Kington didn't mean to mislead us. That was just his understanding of what took place. And having listened to the tape, it was confusing at best. So I understand the confusion. Anybody else have a question from the council? Thank you, sir. Anyone else wish to speak in opposition? Mr. Hall, I'd like to call you back up and remind you that you're still under oath, sir.
You can take that off.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll get to it.
One of the issues that was raised in opposition is whether or not the Kentucky Housing Grant is conditioned upon this property being rezoned to high-density residential. What is your understanding of it?
What we need it to be, sir, is multifamily. This has nothing about high density as far as that. It needs to be
I
multifamily.
don't think that's responsive to my question. My
Oh, okay.
question was that a condition of your grant approval, that it be high-density residential? Or is that merely your preference as a developer?
Well, it needs to be, the zoning needs to be multifamily, sir. So whatever, as far as it being called high density, medium density, some places is R4, R5. It depends on which county and which city you're in, sir. So it just needs to be multifamily.
All right.
And one thing, can I add something to what was asked before? Just
You can address any issue that was raised.
one of the things I'd like for you to know, we've built these all across the state. We have never built a property that we have put more than 12 units on an acre. Apartment, duplex, whatever. So I want you to know, y'all don't know us. You should be able to done some research and found out something about us, but if you don't, we try our best to do what we say and we say what we do. And I know right now it's not the number of units we can put there. We have no feeling at all to put 200 units on this, 140 units. Okay. And we have to have that site plan. It had to be approved as far as part of the application. So the 32 units, I'm telling you, we put on that 5 acres, we've already give that to the state of Kentucky. That is the application, so.
All right. One of the issues raised is why don't you site the development closer to Wyman Gardens, which already has multifamily use?
Well, our biggest thing, sir, is the excavating. It's higher on that side, and for us to make it work better, it'd be better for us to build it on the north side. That is it, totally.
All right. You've heard concerns expressed tonight about the width of Browning Street and the difficulty voiced of getting in and out of a development with multifamily units. How do you address that, sir?
Sir, to be honest with you, this land, when we went to buy it from the doctor, he was actually planning on putting houses there, and I think when I counted it, and I promise you I'm not trying to mislead you at all, I think there was going to be 72 homes in that area. I may be wrong, but I think that's what I counted one day when I looked. And that number could be wrong, but if we'd have put houses, you've got less people. If we develop it like we are now, and we went to put another 32 units on the other 5 acres, we'd have 64 units, sir, in a place where y'all were going to have 72 houses.
Right.
So, and I know the street may need, you know, I'm just, to my knowledge, I think you have developments in the city that are doing the same thing, and I may be wrong, but I don't know that we're adding anything. I know it's going to add cars to it. I understand that, but I don't know how to tell you how the flow of traffic is, sir. I don't want to speak to that. I don't know.
As a condition of the Kentucky Housing Grant application process, are there restrictive covenants that limit the use of the property to low-income or medium-income housing for a period of time?
If we build this under what they talk about as project-based vouchers, which is what some of the potential would be on this property and the one at Dawson Springs, that regulation has to be that it stays that way at least for 20 years, sir, to my understanding.
Any other questions from the council?
I'd just like to clarify again what I went over previously, that this distinction with multifamily, which the current zoning in the city system, which is looking to change, both of which ride under the planning, master plan category of multifamily, but in the city's zoning distinction between medium density and high density, medium density does not allow for multifamily by right, whereas high density allows multifamily by right for the use of the land. And that's I assume is why your request.
Yes, sir.
So in that aspect, as we go through this process, we're looking to rezone it or medium density to high density, and we're citing